Hi, I'm Matt Cave, licensed real estate broker, and I've been selling and managing rental homes here in the Hudson Valley for over 20 years. I'm going to share some of my tips and best practices for running a stress-free rental. So if you own or manage a rental, or if you're thinking about renting out your existing home, then stick around. This video is for you. Today, we're going to talk about the 3 reasons you should not rent out your home. There's a lot of resources and videos out there on the advantages of renting out your home, but not a lot of videos about when it's not a good idea to do it. So today, we're going to dive into the top 3 reasons you should not rent out your home. So the first reason is if the thought of renting out your home stresses you out, it might not be the best option for you. A lot of times we'll have conversations with homeowners and they just really have anxiety about other people living in their home and potentially not treating it with the same love and care that they do. And so if this is really overwhelming for you and you just can't get comfortable with the fact that somebody else will be living in the home and potentially not maintaining it the same way that you will, then maybe renting is not the right strategy at this time. What I would say is that the majority of our residents treat the home as though it were their own and they care for it just the same way that the homeowner would. So we really don't run into problems with residents abusing the home. But if that thought stresses you out, then renting might not be the best option for you at this time. The second sign that renting might not be the right option for you is if you don't have a financial cushion. So, if you're going to be relying on the rent payment to pay the mortgage, and if you just don't have funds set aside for a rainy day, if there's a major expense at the property, then we really don't recommend renting out the home. So one of the things that we advise homeowners is to set aside reserve funds, liquid funds for the property of at least 1.5 to 2 months rent, a minimum of $5,000 in reserve for a major expense at the property. So if you're not able to set that aside at this time, or if you'll be relying on the rent payment to pay the mortgage, then renting out might not be the best option for you right now. And the third sign that renting might not be the best option is if you are looking to rent for short term or you have a hard date that you need to move back in. So we specifically focus on long-term rentals in the residential space here in the Hudson Valley. So that's typically residential standalone homes, condos, townhomes. And in that space, most people are looking to rent for initially a 1 year term, and then they do intend to renew typically. So if you're looking to rent for 9 months or just 1 year and move back in, it may be difficult to find people who fit that perfect timeline and will be willing to rent for a short period. So if you have a timeline that's less than a year or just over a year, it may be hard to find people who fit that perfect profile and are willing to rent for just that short time period. So I hope that this video was helpful and help you determine if renting is the right option for you. So if you'd like, we have a couple of different resources available. Number one, we've got an extensive video library on YouTube. We'll put a link to the other videos in the description below so you can check out our playlist for rental property owners. And number two, if you'd like to discuss this in more detail, we'd love to have a conversation with you. You can grab a link down in the description below to our Calendly and schedule a free consultation. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.